In the 90s, Bill Gates was hated by many because of his aggressive business tactics, but a recent opinion poll of Gates' family members named Bill Gates the most popular man alive. So how did he go from such hatred to being the most popular person on Earth? That question has stumped philosophers everywhere, at one point causing Noam Chomsky to have a mental breakdown and dye his hair orange. He never recovered and now performs for children as Gorbachev the Clown. But his breakdown inspired many others to take on the question of Mr. Gates' popularity, and after all these years it appears to have been answered at last. Every billionaire has their secrets, but not all secrets are equal, and the secret kept at Microsoft may by far eclipse any other. That secret is that Bill Gates is Batman. He may well have inspired the Batman of DC Comics, but there are several differences between him and the character. The real Batman does not wear a costume. His parents were not murdered, he doesn't fight crime, and he isn't actually called Batman, preferring to go by the name Bill. If anything, DC Comics has grossly misrepresented Batman and everything he stands for. But if you look at Bill Gates' birth certificate, his name is Batman bin Gates. There can be no doubt. You might be wondering why this would translate to a rise in popularity. There is an observable correlation between popularity and Batmanhood. Those with the lowest levels are always the most hated. In simple terms, it's impossible to hate Batman. It's one of several accidental discoveries used by Bill Gates to build his fortune. His goal was never to be the most wealthy man in Uzbekistan. He just wanted to make the world a better place. Until 1982, Microsoft was a research center specializing in penis enlargement. But one day, Microsoft academics accidentally developed a revolutionary new way of building computers. While examining whale genitals, a blue cheese and sauerkraut sandwich was left inside a time machine mistaken for a lunchbox. When revisited, a small device was found in its place, thought to have been sent back by future humans in exchange for the sandwich. Sending the device was a big risk, but in a distant future, sauerkraut is a controlled substance. Many still use it recreationally or to treat anxiety. Another sandwich was left in the time machine and again a device was found. The cost of acquiring each device was just a small blue cheese and sauerkraut sandwich. If whatever the device was could be resold, Microsoft might have a new business model. The devices did turn out to be valuable. They were sold under the name Windows PC. It was a personal computer ahead of its time, and so Microsoft came to dominate the home computer market, with competitors having to spend a much longer process producing less capable models. There was a brief halt in production during the sandwich shortage of 1989, but other than that, Microsoft saw rapid growth until Steve Jobs discovered first his own time machine, and secondly an even better sandwich recipe. It was clear at this point that Microsoft would either need to develop their own technology or a new sandwich. Due to time constraints, they ruled out making a new sandwich. Microsoft has innovated a lot since then, but it wasn't enough to maintain their dominance in the home computer field. Meanwhile, Apple has become the world's most valuable company, and it's all down to sandwiches and time machines. They don't want the public to know the truth, but it's always been the deciding factor. Maybe one day Apple will lose their monopoly on feeding future humans. Maybe not. This wasn't actually the strangest tactic used by Bill Gates. Anonymous whistleblowers within the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have claimed witchcraft is commonly used. At first, no one believed this claim or even understood what it meant, and actually still today no one knows and few care. The claim is that the charity is a front for some kind of pagan cult, that an ancient pagan religion secretly survived the Christianization of Europe. Medieval witch trials taught them secrecy, and since they have kept their practices hidden. The foundation works in places like India and Africa, but not New Guinea, where people suspected of witchcraft are executed. It's difficult to see that as just a coincidence, especially given Bill Gates' obsession with witchcraft. His famous opening to his Harvard commencement speech, "Witches be trippin' yo," can now be seen in a new context. Could it be that Bill Gates was not trying to inspire young graduates but recruit them to his cult? Many believe so.